Assemble.
Heyo, how's everybody doing?
Oh, I'm good. Rico's muted. Are you watching baseball, Rico?
Foosball.
Oh, yes, the foosball. It's not even your team's playing. It's Cincinnati and the
It's
Steelers.
Joe Flacco. He's on everyone's team.
Flack attack.
You're watching the
Why does he not have a branded?
Brewers?
No,
I might flip over at
Dodgers.
halftime.
Yeah,
Fuck
Brian
the
McWilliams,
Dodgers.
number
Fuck
one Dodgers
baseball.
fan.
Fuck baseball. My team's out of baseball. I don't watch baseball. If my team's not in it, there's no point. It's too boring. I hate the teams that are playing. Fuck it. I'm not watching it. It's dead to
Your
me.
team started well. They had a lovely season, and then they just shit the bed in their playoff round.
It was one of those things, like you look back, it's like the Phillies just donked up certain plays that were, it could have gone either way, and they were on the bad side of every single like coin flip that could decide the series. I will say this. The ending of the game was ridiculous. I don't want to dwell on it because this is going to piss me off, but when the pitcher throws home, and for those of you who didn't watch, there was an easy force out at first base for the Phillies to end the Dodgers inning and go to another inning in the series. And the pitcher panicked, throws home. Oh, he had all day. The guy's not even close to first base. He's 10 feet away. He had all day to flip it to first base, get the out, and he just does the worst, dumbest thing possible. Yeah. Aggravating. And then and on top of it, they also missed a strike call, an obvious strike that would have ended the inning as well, where the Dodgers ended up scoring a run. So the game might even have gotten to that point. It's aggravating. Whatever. Screw the Dodgers.
Baseball is a game of mistakes, right? It's like and everybody knows what to do, but you make that one error. That's why they document errors, because they're very important in baseball. You make a fuck
baseball's
up.
A game of mistakes and also philandering. And
it's a long game, yes.
Because it's a long season. You're always on the road, and there's always horny ladies waiting for you at every stop.
Oh, yeah. That's right.
That's the truth.
Who doesn't want to be?
That's what got Robert Redford in The Natural, though. So
yeah, that's right.
Great movies.
Some horse got him.
Great movies. It's great baseball movies. That's one thing that's fun.
Oh, yeah. Field of Dreams.
Major League.
Bull Durham, Major League. Yeah, baseball. Really the only thing baseball is good for is making good movies.
For, the other one, too.
Rookie of the Year.
Rookie of the Year. There you go.
There's got to be an Air Bud that has a dog in it. Angels in the Outfield with Christopher Lloyd. If Christopher Lloyd was your angel, you'd be like, can I get a different angel?
Yeah, and then
where am I going exactly?
So you go to heaven. Like, oh God, please.
That's got to be Rico's favorite baseball movie, the one that features the Cleveland Indians.
Major League,
of course.
Oh yeah, that's such a good movie.
Watch it every year.
I mean, Bob Uecker is in it.
The great Bob Uecker.
He started his career as a baseball announcer, then went to acting.
No. He started his career as a baseball player. He played for Phillies too. Yeah, he was he's a catcher, I think.
Then he goes to be an actor, and then he goes, "Hey, my favorite job will be an actor playing an announcer at the baseball stadium," and he nails it. It's such a good role. I love that. Love that character.
All right, well, let's get into the show. What do you think about that? So, Rico, you're muted if you're talking outside.
Yeah, I know. You can talk about Task first, and I'll listen. But I didn't watch.
I know.
You guys are selfish assholes.
No, I told you I can't give everybody in the world an HBO login.
You could, and I could just delete it. I had to watch one show.
You could.
I saw.
See all the glory of HBO Max. It's got a lot of.
I had it for like 2 years. I barely ever watched it.
Plans start at $9.99. I mean, it's not that much.
The money.
I got a kid going through college. I can't afford to eat meat.
He works. Take money out. Just steal money from him like a deadbeat dad, like an alcoholic. Just go through his drawers and be like, take $10, get HBO Max for the show, write him an IOU. We'll pay you back when the show's successful. We know he'll never get paid back, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah. And then he'll learn a valuable life lesson. My dad steals from me.
I'm never going to make the money back I've spent on the electricity to do this show. That's how.
Yeah. And you've given that kid so much. He can't give you $10.
Black eyes.
Well, I was doing the calculus. And I'm
Across
like,
the
this is gonna be the
eyes.
only show I watch. I'm only gonna watch one episode. I'm not paying $10 to watch a Mark Ruffalo one.
Well, Game of
episode.
Thrones.
You
and
might
stuff
watch
is
the
on
rest
there.
of the series.
I don't really like the new Game of Thrones that much.
I didn't either.
I liked it. Big
Oh wait,
surprise.
have you heard the pitch on the new Game of Thrones?
I saw it.
Well, there's all that magic and dragons, right?
Yeah.
That's so much fun. The White
That
Walkers.
was good.
The new Game of Thrones is set in a time when apparently nobody thinks about magic. It's just like it's a show in a medieval town. It's like, way to sell me.
I will tell you,
sounds
the
like a
new
barn
Game
burner.
of Thrones that takes place before the original Game of Thrones, it does slowly start. It's kind of boring, but after you get going, just like the regular Game of Thrones.
Yeah, I've watched all both seasons of it.
It's not bad. It's just it takes forever for anything to happen, and when something happens, you're like, "Oh, finally, a dragon."
There's no characters I like.
Hey, we'll do Game of Thrones another night.
No, we won't because I don't have the password.
We came full circle.
My password is Brian McWilliams, #1 Dodger fan, all one word.
My passwords for everything is Rico sucks balls. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4 exclamation point. All right, so Task. We'll talk about Task first since Rico didn't watch, but you can weigh in because I'm hearing some echo, John. I'm hearing.
It could have been me. I was jingling a drink. Is that the echo?
No, it's like I'm hearing echo. Well, whatever. We'll fix it in post. So Task is a show starring Mark Ruffalo. And as I put in the description for this show, the task for me is overcoming Mark Ruffalo being such a enthusiastic socialist douchebag that I can he perform well enough where I can get past what an annoying douche he is all the time in every political setting or not even in a political setting, just in his everyday life. Like just Mark Ruffalo, can you shut the fuck up about anything for 5 seconds?
How are you hearing so much?
Mom Donnie's schlong in New York and talking about.
How do you even hear so much of Mark Ruffalo's personal opinions? I don't even know where to find.
He's everywhere.
All I know is he's from the Hulk, and that's it.
Well, you wouldn't like him when he's angry because then he'll take all the things you worked hard for and make them into socialist policies and redistribute your wealth. Redistribute. Yeah,
I didn't know. Yeah, I am tired of hearing rich Hollywood people talk about how we should live our lives. That's kind of annoying.
Yeah,
exactly.
That
is. Yeah, I wish they would just kind of, you have a good life. You're an actor. You made it great, but you shouldn't be telling other people how to live. Like, what is he, like a overpaid Greta Thunberg?
Multi-millionaire. Rico, you had something you wanted to add on the Ruffalo?
I forget what he just said, like in the last week or two, but he said something about there shouldn't be certain industries or classes of people. I'm like, this is you're talking about. You fucking asshole. You. Literally you.
I shouldn't be so rich.
Such a dick.
Yeah, you're exactly right, though. Yes, we shouldn't, as a culture, worship at the altar of celebrity like we do. These people just go out there and I've got friends that are actors. I love them. They're good people. But give me a break. You shouldn't be worshipped. You go up and you read someone else's words and you're doing the action someone else tells you to do. And yeah, you can add your inflections and stuff. Great. I respect that. But you shouldn't be looked to as a god on earth and paid $40 million to do something. It's ridiculous. Ridiculous. So shut up, Mark Ruffalo.
Everyone else what to think.
Right.
Yeah.
Where did you get your expertise, sir?
This is the equivalent of
method. He's Stanislavski method. He's a method actor pretending to be somebody that was really, really intelligent and knew what they were talking about.
In the old days, you had court jesters, but they didn't think that they were equally as important as the king. And so I guess these guys think that they're, kingly in their opinions, but they also don't live the normal life that everybody else lived. It's a very nice, charmed life. Nobody goes to work and then has catering. That's a thing for Hollywood. Everybody goes to work. They have to bring a lunch, or they have to go buy a lunch.
I had to leave my mansion and then go to my double-decker trailer that's stocked with all the finest champagnes and fruits and meats and be catered to all the time. Yeah, Exactly. Like I had to leave my mansion to go to a vacation home, whether I have to leave every few hours to go and stand for 2 hours, and then I have to go back home to my mansion. Like, poor as you.
I'm glad that people have that. Good for you for achieving that. But then you shouldn't tell people how to live their life because you're not really living the everyday life. You can't relate to people. I mean, if everybody got a nice trailer and a bunch of money for doing a mediocre job at acting, then I guess
that was the dream. Well, let's say he Ruffalo's my feathers.
Well done, sir.
All right. So the task starts off. It is a show that is once again another let's give the FBI a hand job show because there's not enough FBI hand job shows out there. So it's yet another one of those. And Mark Ruffalo's kind of down. Stop, you've heard this before. A down and out cop who is an alcoholic with a haunted past, and his wife, I don't know, is dead or something. I don't think we found out in this episode.
No,
and a daughter who he doesn't have a great relationship with. And you're like, like every other cop show in the world, every other story and movie about a cop.
Yeah, every other alcoholic cop with a family. Yeah, exactly. It is a cliche character that he is playing, and he's also like overweight and sluggish and slow, like he's at the end of his career.
He's schlubby. He's a former priest. He used to be a priest he's lost faith in God. That's another trope that it's out there.
Oh yeah. Now
I will say,
it's layering on the character development,
the cliche character development misery. So he's brought in by the boss who's getting laid off, a female police captain or FBI captain or something. So she brings him in because, another trope. He's brought in because there's a gang of dudes, you find out, are robbing crack houses, and which to me seems like a victimless crime.
I would think, who gives a shit?
Isn't that Training Day?
Yeah, basically.
It's every movie and every show. It's the government going, we need to get involved in nonsense that we have nothing to do.
The show is just the government taxing 40%.
Essentially, that's what it is.
The end.
Like, hey, there's business happening, and we're not getting a cut of the money, so we need to put a stop to this illegal enterprise. Because,
the next big show will be the IRS agents. The ones that have the SWAT gear, just kicking people's doors down.
That would be more realistic if they were IRS agents looking for places that aren't paying taxes.
Yeah. You busted. They'd also go after crack houses. So anyway, he's pulled in to bust this gang that's going and robbing crack houses. So the other side of these characters is there's a group of guys and they drive a dump truck. And first you're like, these nice dump truck driving guys. And this all takes place in Delaware County. So everybody's got a really heavy Philly accent. Like I've got my Philly accent, but it's a light accent. It reminds me of our buddy Boomer. It's our buddy Boomer's accent, right? Tell me it's not Boomer's exact accent.
It's a long ooh when they say stuff like juke or
Johnny.
It's a great accent. It's hard to mimic.
It's like watching a Mark Wahlberg project where it's all heavy Boston, but this time it's Delco. We're making Delco accent sexy again. That's all the ladies are going to get juicy for Delco. So you got these Delco guys that are trash men, and this guy's wife left him. He's joking around, and he runs into this other guy who's kind of a goofball, and it turns out, they're going to hit one of these crack houses.
Yeah.
So that's the other plot. And he's kind of a good guy. He's got his kids and he's playing with his kids, but I guess he's a little bit of an oddball. He lives in a house, which I couldn't figure out. Did you have any idea who the chick was? I thought it was his wife. Then I thought it was his sister. No. And it turns out she's what? I still don't know what exactly she is.
The girl is his niece because there's an argument that they have. She says that, so I guess his brother used to own that house and he's dead, but he left it to the daughter. That's the girl. And then she let him, her uncle move in with his family. So it's real trashy.
I think I understand the show less after Don's explanation. I'm like, wait, what? I thought I had a grasp on it.
Well, it was
but
very
now I
Spaceballs.
completely lost.
Remember when Rick Moranis described? He's like your brother's uncle's nephew's whatever. That's how he used Schwartz. It was very much that. So he lives with her. She's taking care of the kids because he's out, robbing crack houses and being a dumpster guy. So there's that dynamic. And I will say overall, the show has a lot of what I would deem, I know it's building the characters, the background, but unnecessarily slow, steepy, weepy drama bullshit where I'm just like, can we speed this up a little bit?
Very drama. It was an hour plus for this first episode. And the only action, they're really showing you the Ruffalo, and then they're building well, I guess we'll get into that. The whole reason why they call it Task is because they're robbing all these drug houses. And then the Mark Ruffalo character, who is a kind of, I guess he's a disgraced FBI agent because they show him at a career fair, but then he gets called into the office and they go, hey, we want you to get back in the field. We're going to start a task force so you can find these people that are attacking the drug houses and robbing them. And then that's where he gets paired up with a bunch of randos from different police departments from around Delco, as you call it.
13-year-old girls, seems like the one. There's a black chick who looks like she's 12 that has a thing where she's got to wipe everything down. She's a germaphobe. And then there's another chick who's fighting with her boyfriend who doesn't know what the hell she's doing. Like, how do these people get assigned to this task force?
Every character. Well, I think what we're going to find out is that they were asked from their departments, like, hey, we need somebody for the task force. And they're like, well, we'll just give them the crap of the force. So you can have the, the germaphobe. You could have the girl who's yapping on the phone the whole time with her ex-husband.
And then another actor who I kind of recognize. He seems like he knows what he's doing a little bit. Handsome guy. So, but there's also a 5-minute scene of Mark Ruffalo just cleaning up the house that the FBI seized. And they're like, this is your house. This is your base of operations. Like, why don't you just give him a conference room at the FBI instead of making him clean this giant house? He's shaking out carpets. He's washing the stairs. He's dumped into cobwebs. Like, Jesus Christ. How long is this boring, stupid montage of him cleaning the house going to be? There was so much just unnecessary crap. Like, just get the show going, please.
It must be the directors and these writers. They really want to showcase the hardship of his life, and he's going to clean the house and get it ready for the task force. And he's so miserable. The other thing is he's a drunk as well, right? They feature that.
Nothing wrong with that.
Store. No, it's all, and he loves the Phillies.
Cliche.
So he loves the Phillies.
Exactly. There is a scene where he's hammered off his ass talking about a Phillies cup, and I was like, all right, I appreciate that. That's accurate.
Yeah, which is like obviously a ball game giveaway that he must have went to a game and had a good time, and so he just crushes vodka in his Phillies cup.
Yeah.
That was the only thing that was real to me, is like, oh yeah, he's a drunk Phillies guy. Yeah, I get that. I know that guy.
Well, it's also funny. There were just little things that cracked me up in the show. Like he gets a text message and his phone's next to him, and he picks up his phone and he's like, got an FBI logo as his home lock screen. I'm like, who does that?
It could be a government, it's a work-issued phone. You're not allowed to change the lock screen.
I guess I'd put something else there other than the FBI logo. Like, oh, you're going undercover, and you get a text message in the middle of a bus, and they're like, what is that, an FBI lock screen? Seems like not the best idea. You don't want to have that. So,
you want like a nice Coke table with lines on it, with razor blades. Yeah, exactly. That's my drug lock screen. I'm just doing drugs all the time. So.
The best blow I ever did. So the So he's put the task force together, just a bunch of yahoos. And then you got the trash truck guys, and they're scoping out the different crack houses. And we don't know who's sicking them on the crack houses. There's somebody that's like, hit this house. This is the one to go to. And they have the dump truck. And honestly, what a brilliant cover. If you're scoping out houses, though, these guys drive by, they take the trash out. They're in the dump truck. You don't think anything of it. Like, all right, there's the trash man.
Yeah. They just investigate the trash. They can see what's going on in the trash. They know what's happening in the house.
That's absolute nonsense. If you try to operate an unauthorized trash business in a major city,
authorized.
No, it's authorized. They work for the trash company. Right. They're just kind of like
who does the trash company work for in every major city?
I would imagine.
Yes,
especially on the East Coast. If you're operating a garbage truck and planning on some crime, you're going to get a visit from Tony.
I know. We got to listen to Rico. He knows his stuff.
No, he's right. You get two behind the ear, bro. If the other trash truck managed to see you, they're like, who's taking out trash? They come around and they put two in the back of your head for sure.
Is that why sanitation is so important for the mob? Because it's the way they clean up all the stuff they're up to.
That you can deliver drugs that way. You can, and it's just the amount of money. Like, it's funny too. Like,
bodies,
this guy's he works for the trash company, him and his buddy, and trashmen make a good amount of money. Like, he has no money in the show. I'm like, what kind of trash companies are you working for? You make a good money. You have an incredible pension as a trash man. Like, people don't know this. You have a lot. Trash men make a lot of fucking money. You make good money as a trash man.
A union job, he's probably pulling in like at least 30, 35 an hour for doing a trash collection.
Retire at 40. Yeah, I mean, it's ridiculous. Oh, also, one of the main guy, the Beardy Magoo, the main trash robber, he also has the big black bands on his forearm, and you know what that means.
He likes
anal fisting. Rico knows. Anal fisting. That is true.
Where do you get that from?
It's a fact.
He's said that so many times, I don't believe it.
I mean,
Google it right now. Google it right now. It's a fact.
So you have
people that are into anal fisting. They see how far up someone's ass they go,
no
and then they get the tattoo.
Far.
Yes, you
There's
can.
No way.
I've seen it. I've seen it on the internet.
You'd have a shit stain. You don't need a tattoo.
That's how you can get the tattoo so easily. It's easy to mark because you have the shit stain up to here.
You put the mark
in your arm.
I watched.
That's how far you went up someone's ass.
No, that doesn't make sense.
I saw a guy with one on his bicep.
That might have been that might have been something different. It's a forearm thing.
A
forearm tattoo. I don't know. Maybe he was fisting Andre the Giant before he died. Maybe that's what actually killed Andre. He got that deep. I'm telling you, it's true. Conspiracy. It is true. It's not a conspiracy. People get tats on their forearms when they're the anal fisted people. That's how far up you get. And you add the rings. You keep adding. Just look it up. I don't have to.
Like
I don't have
tree? To. Yeah, the ring.
Yes, that's how old anal fisters are. So anyway, he is one of those.
So you're saying he has like a really small forearm that just looks big on TV?
They look for people. They look for thin forearm people. So they successfully rob a crack house. Great. Then they have another crack house that they're supposed to rob. But before that happens, there's a kind of an entertaining scene where the main robber guy, he's like stealing a joint from his sister-in-law, whatever, niece-in-law, whatever the fuck her title is.
Yeah, the niece.
Niece-in-law is stealing a joint from her room, and she comes home. She went on a date, and she comes home, and he's like, oh, no. And instead of just walking out the door of the room being like, oops, I stole a joint, he hides in the closet and then comes out in the middle of their hot and heavy makeout session and then like punches the guy that she's making out with in the face. And the guy's rightly so. This guy who he doesn't know, who's getting made out with, just a dude jumps out of the closet with no shirt on. And he's like, I'm sorry. And he's like, what's up, bro? What the fuck? And he steps to the guy and then he gets beat up. And I'm like, this poor guy just wanted to make out and grab some tit. I would react the same way if a half naked man jumped out of a closet at me. Like, what's going on here?
I thought in that scene, I go, he should have alerted them to his presence early on instead of creeping in the background and then waiting for them to start freaking. And then it got weird.
Or don't go hide.
But then I also figure this is what white trash people do.
Like, what were you doing in here? I was stealing your weed. I'll get you back. Sorry.
What's worse? What's worse?
Yeah,
you
weirdo.
creepily hiding in the closet, or just being like stealing a joint?
Also,
You got
just
me.
smoke the weed in the room of the girl, and then they open the door. Just be there smoking it and be like, hey, get out. We're about to make out. Instead, he hides and then makes it weirder when he emerges as the guy is starting to get freaky with his niece. But what are you going
Bad
to do?
planning. Bad
None
planning.
of these people give off the impression that they're deep thinkers.
Do you get to be mad if someone's hooking up with your niece? Like, how many degrees of separation does it still, like, you get mad at? I can see, like, your daughter.
Depends how much you
Like,
like
you're
that niece.
Like,
He
okay.
wasn't mad about it. He came out like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I'm in here." Again, you shouldn't have been in the first place. Just say you're there. And then because the guy reacted like, "What the fuck, bro?" And he's like, "You know, the guy stepped to me in my house," and the chick, the niece, is like, appropriate. She's like, "This is my house. This is not your house. I'm letting you stay in this house, and you're lucky that I let you stay here. And I might just get the fuck out of here." And then the kids are like dependent on the niece because this guy's kind of a dirtball. So then they're like, "Oh, please don't go." And then there's another sweepy
The
scene.
funny thing is, the guy that lives there, that's not his house, tells the niece, "You get your shit and you leave." He goes, "I can take care of this." And she goes, "If I thought you could, I would."
Yeah.
It's funny that he's already like full squatter mode in his brother's
100%.
house. Yeah, it's like, no.
100%.
You don't get to leave. You should actually be paying rent, asshole.
Yeah. So flash forward, we've got the guy. They get the text from this. Oh, this is the big crack house we're going to hit, and you immediately know. You're like, okay, well, this is when something's going to go wrong. One of these guys is going to get killed. Clearly, it's going to be the white guy that they picked up, who is foreshadowing. He goes, "Oh man, with this new chick, it's like two souls or one." I'm like, that's our guy. That's the guy. He's going to die this episode right there. It's like when somebody's like, "I can't wait until I retire tomorrow."
Exactly. I was going to say, I've got 1 day to retirement on the force.
What is the life expectancy of crack house robbers?
I mean, I would imagine you could rob a crack house pretty well. It made me think about it.
I don't think so. Not where money is kept. That's not really a crack house. Crack house
they have
is where
shockingly bad security.
House.
They have shockingly bad security for crack houses that keep a lot of money lying around.
And
They tend to all just be sleeping and not paying close attention.
I bet if I went down to East Cleveland and looked for a crack house and try to steal money from them, I bet they would have pretty good security. I'm guessing.
You think they'd be awake if nothing else?
Yeah.
Why don't you go there?
You think someone would be up?
Rico, go in there, evaluate what they're doing, and then go, "You know what? Your guys' security is at a lax. For $1,200 a month, I could get you guys really."
I'm a crack house security consultant.
Exactly. We'll put up some cameras.
What you need to do is ring doorbells.
Well, that's the other thing, by the way. So these guys come in, they've got like external, security footage of places. But if I'm running a crack house with lots of money in it and drug dealings, I'll have cameras in the house. I'll have cameras at the front porch. I'll have ring doorbells. I'll have sensors. None of these people have that. Like they go in this crack house. It goes wrong. Everybody knew this was coming. The skinny white guy gets shot, of course, because it goes wrong. And then they also, during this, the skinny white guy who got shot, there's a chick in there who I think was Irish, but she's a crack chick. She's like, "I saw your face, motherfucker. I saw your face." And the guy's like, "Oh, don't look at my face." They're like, "I'm sorry. Even if you're an amateur and you don't want to kill people, as soon as somebody sees my face," and then her boyfriend who owns the crack house is like, "I know your voice," I'd be like, well, there's one quick solution to that, and it's to shoot you in the fucking head, both of you.
Like, I have no idea who you are.
I'd be like, "I saw nothing." Yeah. Why would you yell, "I saw your face"? Like, what? You're tied up. What? Why they weren't shot immediately is beyond me.
Well, they had some
we're tied up. We're tied up well because in that scene, the girl wedges out of her zip ties, and then creates more trouble for the marauders who go in there to steal the drug money.
Right.
Yeah, it's just a mess. I mean, shows are designed to create plots that move forward.
But it was just so stupid. It was so stupid.
I know.
And so predictable. Of course, like, a motorcycle guy, it's a motorcycle gang, owns all these crack houses. They're the dealers. It goes, a motorcycle guy comes in at the wrong time and catches them. And then you also have, after the guy's shot, and it's like, they shoot the one guy and then they leave and they decide, well, as we're leaving, we're going to take our masks off. They just take their masks off in the house and they walk out of the house with no masks on. Again, you don't think in this day and age there's some camera somewhere they're going to catch you? But leave your fucking mask on until you get in the car and get out of there. What are you thinking?
Yeah, they take their masks off because they feel that all the threats have been neutralized. But there's one threat that they didn't see coming. And it's a little boy that just shows up in the kitchen and says, "Are you friends of my dad?"
That was sad.
Yeah, and they're like, "Yeah, we're friends of your dad." And they think to themselves, well, this kid saw us and we can't leave him here because there's dead bodies here. So we got to take him with us because he saw our faces. And they abducted child.
Yeah.
Now, it could have been worse.
The kid had a black eye, so his dad was keeping him in a basement, by the way, on a blanket. It was a very depressing scene, but, he was a bad guy. And the kids are getting beat about the eyes.
It's no different how you keep your kids, Brian. I've been to your house.
Not with black eyes.
That's true. And you don't have a basement. But at least you dig them a nice hole in the backyard.
Yeah.
I'm kidding if anybody from Family Protection Services is listening.
That's all of our audience. They're like, we got him. We got him.
We got him. Get that fucking brick. Get that fucking brick.
Yeah, they take the kid. It's just, I mean, like, I ain't watching any more of this show. I'll tell you that much. I know John,
the whole series.
Of course he has. Of course.
You guys think you know everything about me, don't you? I am waiting for episode 7.
I
can't wait.
I'm out on this show. For that, I was like, I like the actor in it, not Mark Ruffalo. I like the lead thief. I think he's a good actor. I like his character. Good accent. Good.
Yeah.
But it didn't grab it. It was too dumb, too fast, and too just like, I'm like, whatever.
I keep boring. Trying to boring. Talk like them, and I've noticed that it's a long O that they say. Yeah. And I don't know what part of Pennsylvania that accent is from, but it is awesome. The way it's not an East Coast accent.
They call it Delaware County. It's like north. You start getting to that in Philly. And like
I would watch more of it just to hear the way they talk because I love those accents. And I don't know if that guy sounds like that normally, but him doing that accent and performing that character, however they're doing it, to me, that's good acting. He's doing a good job playing a weird character who you really buy into the fact that this guy is a poor trash guy who's doing crimes with weird people. He sounds like the character he is. We know he's not. He's obviously probably a really rich guy who's going to have stupid opinions like Ruffalo. But you really think, yeah, this guy's doing a really good job making me think he's the character he is. So
yeah,
that's what I liked. I like that part of the show.
Yeah. Well, all right. What do we give it? What's our ranking here? Rico can't go because obviously he didn't watch it.
Yeah, Rico can't go. I will be honest with you. I liked the show. I think it was captivating. I do think the first episode took way too long. They're establishing characters, but I would watch the next one for sure. And I don't know what to give it. Like, I'll give it a thumbs up. I'll do that.
We always give an A to F grade. Why is this?
It's too hard. I can't give it A to F grade. It's not like a test. I mean, I'll give it a thumbs up, thumbs down. I'm doing thumbs up. I'll watch it again. That's what I'll say.
I give it a C. I'm not going to watch it again. I give it a C. It was fine. It was too many tropes. It was too long and drawn out. It just everything was like, I knew everything that was going to happen before it happened. I was like, it's not for me. Two numbers. One? No, I will not watch this. I'm done with it.
Well,
I'm going to give my HBO password now because I'm not going to go back and watch anything else.
You don't have to worry about your dad stealing it. I like that Rico is our one audience member, and he'll be like, "Okay, we'll evaluate what you guys say, and we'll watch the show, and then tell." Yeah, Rico could just tell us what we thought on the next episode if we were smart or terrible.
I feel like I saved an hour of my life by not watching the show. I'm kind of glad.
I think.
Yeah, well, it depends what you do with that hour.
True.
I took a nap this afternoon. I take a nap every afternoon.
I do usually, and when I miss it, like today, it's like that scene in Arrested Development when Baby Buster, doesn't get his nap, and he just goes, "Oh, what is we blowing through nap time?" That's how I feel every day when I get my nap. Like, what are we doing?
Life.
Moving on. We
point
watched.
of life.
Moving on. Are we ever? I hope I watched the right show. We watched Knight Rider, right? Correct?
Knight Rider, yeah, the original Knight Rider. We're Hassel the Hoff with Knight Rider.
My goodness,
it was. I mean, look,
that delivered. We're gonna say,
yeah.
Awesome.
Well, when Knight Rider,
So
when you saw the first, just Knight Rider's theme song,
yeah,
that was it.
You're just like,
well, I wrote down like they use that theme song throughout the show, right? It kicks in, and you're like, yeah. And I thought to myself, I'm like, God, would this show suck ass if not for the music? And I think it would. I think it might. If not for that soundtrack, you'd be like, oh, this blows.
This show was like a soap opera meets the spy movies. It's James Bond and General Hospital all mixed together. Yeah. It was awesome. Yeah, and Fast and the Furious.
Yeah,
it's got
an exhibit tricking your car out.
It's got the future in it, man. It's like you're watching the future.
Dude, this is where Elon came up with Tesla.
That's what I said. That's exactly what I said. I was like, Elon must watch this show and goes, "This is gonna be my reality." And he made it. He totally made a car that drives itself and talks to you.
Yep.
I don't know why everybody shits on that guy. All he did was follow his dreams. I don't know.
So the very beginning, I was a little confused because they're at a casino, right? They're in Vegas. Old school Vegas. 80s Vegas.
Yeah. How good was that Vegas, like, what was it? B-roll. The Vegas B-roll of all the old casinos. Frank Sinatra on the marquee, Wayne Newton on the marquee, or like, oh, this was the golden age of
I remember when Vegas still had those really shit like $2 blackjack places right along the strip. Like you go and you're hammered at
$2 prime ribs.
Yeah, like O'Brien's or whatever casino, and
yeah, and you could play at 4 a.m. when you're trying to, come
down.
Pay a hooker.
Yeah, it was great. And I missed it.
Hookers for only $4.
Yeah. And then they had like the band playing by the craps table.
The hot big titty all female cover bands. Bring those back.
Yeah.
What did you do, Vegas? What did you do?
They ruined it. They tried to become Vegas a family destination and ruined it. Destroyed themselves.
But anyways, the confusing part was, so this is set in the 80s, obviously, when the show was made. The bad guys and the good guys looked almost identical. They were all middle-aged white men with hair over their fucking ears.
Yep.
And I'm like, who's good guy? Who's bad guy?
You don't know. It's a spy show. You don't know.
Yeah.
Now they do a little bit better job of making the people not look exactly the same.
Yeah.
Well, they didn't have.
That was funny. They
had one black guy, and he was a good guy electrician.
Well, but then but because this is the era of 80s where it's like the black guy always dies first, I was like, that guy's getting shot immediately because he was very well spoken too. He's a very well spoken black guy, and I was like, dead. And sure as shit, dead.
And he goes, "I'll tail her. I'll go follow the criminal," says the black man. And you're like, well,
no.
And then the other guy goes, "I'm on it." And then you're like, well, he's dying right away.
The best part of his death is Michael or what is it? David Hasselhoff's character,
Oh, yeah.
who was
Oh,
not yet
oh,
David
yeah.
Hasselhoff.
Oh my God! How good
We'll
was
get into
that?
that.
So
We'll
this
get
was
into that in a minute.
basically
Into that in a minute.
Face Off before
Yes.
Nicolas Cage was even a gleam in his dad's eye.
This
Yeah.
show has everything. It was everything before everything. It's the
Yeah.
best show.
So we'll call him pre-Hasselhoff. Sees his
pre-Hoff.
partner. Basically, he's like 2 breaths short of dead. And he's like, all right, well, he's dead. I'm going to go after the guy. He had no emotions. He's like, all right, well, it's my longtime partner.
Well,
He's
the
dead.
black dude that died also, his last words, he's like,
Go get him.
go
And he's
get
like,
him.
all right.
My last words would have been, put pressure on my wound.
He's like, I was only shot in the shoulder.
My
Like,
gaping bullet hole shot.
There's
I
just
know.
a little ketchup on my shirt. Is that
clearly
so bad?
survived
I'm
with any
bleeding
effort
out.
from you.
Vegas had no police department in those days. It
There was
just a
zero. Like,
mob-run
I
casino.
see a little bit of blood. He's as good as dead. And then
Yeah.
he tells the
Slave him.
girl, he's like, you stay with him. And she's like, no, I'm going with you. He's like, all right. Then they just leave the guy to die.
Yeah, at
And
the
then
beginning,
he
you're like,
double cross,
who's-
but she double crosses him.
Yeah, like who's in charge? Like nobody is a good guy at all in the beginning
No one
scene.
cared about him.
No.
Like,
Right.
all right, cool. I died
Yeah.
for this job, and you guys don't even have 2 seconds to stay with me and hold my hand.
Yep.
Now,
Good.
all that goes down. Obviously, they're looking.
Oh,
to
and this
get-
is, by the way, to steal super microchip secrets.
Yes,
that
they
was-
want
this-
microchip
it's all-
secrets.
I didn't even mention this part at the beginning, which is the most probably ridiculous part. So the good guy went to Vegas and he took secret plans, documents, blueprints with him to Las Vegas for some reason. He left them in his hotel room, and they're not even like, were they in a safe or was the
They
safe
were in a
unlocked?
safe, but I don't know how she
Go
got
ask
into
her to
the
open
safe.
She's just like, boop, open. Like, why are these plans
and it
with
seemed like the
you
guy
in
that
Las
had
Vegas?
The guy that had the plans was in on the plan. That's what it seemed like.
Yeah,
too.
and the guy's security was in on the plan to rob the
So
guy.
why did they need a robber? They could have just taken it.
Yeah, if you're a
Yeah,
security
that-
guy, he's like,
that
yeah,
part
you don't
was
need
a
to
little
rob him. He's
weird.
like, make photocopies of them.
Yeah.
Security guy, just sit right
We're-
there. You're the guy that's in charge of keeping the shit secret. Just make some
Hey,
I
photocopies.
guess it was the
Drop a
guy that
can
had all the chips that was winning at the casino. It was his room with his safe. I guess we'll find out if we continue to watch why he had the plans in Vegas, because maybe he stole them
Well, there was a
from
part 2.
somebody.
Yeah, well, I don't know if we're going to find out why he was in Vegas, because now we've moved on. We moved on to the point where, so the original, pre-Hoff, Michael, he gets, I missed what happened. He flipped his car or something, get shot in the face, acid
All right,
burn.
here's what happened.
You don't, Don. You
The guy that so after the black guy gets shot,
Bandages. And I was like, well, okay, well, something happened.
after the black guy gets shot, the cop that was with him, his partner, sees him and he goes, go after them. So he jumps into his Trans Am and then he starts going after the people that have the microfilm, and he chases them down, gets to an area where they're parked, and then he's parked after them, and he thinks that he's got a girl on the inside who's working with him, but part of the people that stole. So he says to her, hey, I'm here. Let's, get the microfilm back.
It's the girl that he's like, you stay with the dying black guy. She's like, nah. He's like,
Right,
all right,
yeah.
So
then
that girl,
she turns around and then shoots him in the head, and then he falls and dies over his Trans Am, and then she gets in the car because she was double crossing the cops the
Right.
whole time. But after that happens, a helicopter lands and says, oh, there he is. He's almost going to die. Let's grab him. So they take the police detective and airlift
Who's a
him
millionaire, by
somewhere.
the way.
Yeah, who's a millionaire, which later on you figure,
Millionaire
okay,
police detective.
he's the one that has the tech that they're stealing. And so he then takes pre-Hasselhoff, as I've called him,
Pre-Hoff.
To his mansion.
It's
And
kind of like
that's where
Batman. Yeah, they have a whole Batman thing with like a secret basement with the cars in it and the technology in it. It's very Batman.
And then that's where you find out, okay, so I watched the intro and they said David Hasselhoff's in the show. And then you see the guy who was originally Michael, who was the shot detective, and they go, how come he's not dead? They say, oh, he had a metal plate in his head, probably from a military surgery that he had. That's what saved his life when they shot him in the head. But they reconstructed his face to make him look like Hasselhoff.
Which is funny if you're the pre-Hoff actor. They're like, all right, good news. Your agent calls you. Good news. You've been cast as the lead in Knight Rider. You're like, yeah. And then they're like, okay, bad news. You're
not Hasselhoff.
You're gonna get shot in the face and replaced with David Hasselhoff because you're not handsome enough. You're like, that's razor blades and warm bathwater for me then.
The whole show had all the cliche stuff that you've seen in previous Simpsons episode, which is like the mirror on the new face, dead guy in the bed going, come closer.
That was a long scene. That old man, the old millionaire genius took forever to die. That was a long scene.
Like, this show brought us so much, right?
He died so fast, too. He was full of piss. The old millionaire genius, he was like, hey, good news. We brought you back, and you're going to be this, and we gave you a new face. Trust me, it's the best for you. And he seemed completely fine. And then, like, a day later, he's like, guess what? I'm dead.
I'm going to die. And then you find out that
he went to bed with a tummy ache, and he died.
The assistant says, oh, I couldn't help notice that you reconstructed his face to look like you when you were young. And he goes,
like, what do you mean?
You're talking about?
Do we know how
that's my life goal? That's my new life goal. Is whenever I'm close to death, I would have enough money that I can just find some random guy that got shot in the face and be like, give him my face.
Fight my battle.
And then he's six Michael Knight, that's his new name, on like, go get vengeance for me. And the guy, and he's like, he knew you'd take this up and want to do it, so he gave you this fancy card. And Michael the Hoff, this is post Hoff now, it's current Hoff. They're like, all right, here's this cool car and all this shit. And I got to tell you, for a guy that's been shot in the face and now given a great car and all this money, really unappreciative.
I agree.
I will say though, there was
a
funny joke that he says when he steps into the car the first time and he sees all the tech and he goes, "What is this? Darth Vader's bathroom?"
That is a funny line.
That's a hilarious joke. Darth Vader's bathroom. So
well, there was a great back and forth, peak writing, that it was like Michael comes down and he sees his Trans Am. It's all tricked out now. And the car like drives up and he's like, hey, that's my car. And they're like, there's a British guy who like tricked it out. He's like, no, it's your car, but we've changed it. And he's like, that's my car. And he's like, yeah, I know, but we've changed it. It's now the most expensive car in the world. And he goes, no, that's my car. It's like, what are you not getting here? Why is this taking so long? Why do we have to have this back and forth 5 times? Yeah, it's your car. We made it a little better. I don't know. What are you not understanding here? We gave you a new fucking face. We put some shit in your car. Why is it so hard?
An 84 Trans Am Firebird is pretty badass.
I would
take a look inside, pal.
Right.
Like I would immediately I'm having second thoughts. Like giving this guy our $7 million fucking car. He doesn't understand what's happened.
The millionaire predicted every move. Remember, he knew you would react this way and then this way and then this way, and he knew we couldn't keep you here. And then you would go. And he's like, "Wow, the smartest fucking guy ever."
We can't give him a Rolls Royce. He wouldn't want a Rolls Royce. He needs a muscle car. Yes.
Yeah. So he gets in the car. Now he's off for vengeance, and he's driving the car, and then the car talks to him. Oh, go Rico.
Oh, okay. You haven't got to the part yet.
Okay.
I was gonna say he was very also out for vengeance, but also very sleepy for some reason.
Very
that we didn't know.
sleepy. Hey, he's
It
coming
looked
back.
like he
with
was well
surgery.
rested before he left.
That was
Yeah.
hilarious.
Yeah. So
That was
we'll get
really
to that.
funny.
'Cause that's after the car talks to him. So the car talks to him. He's like, huh? What? Who's that? Who that? Now you also think if you're the British guy, like, by the way, this car also talks. You would have. I would give somebody that heads up. Like you could talk to the car. They give him no forewarning, so he's driving the car, and it's like,
Yeah.
I don't know if you should do that.
The
to
car
Michael. And
has
he's like,
AI.
oh, what? Yeah. Car's got AI. It's got
He's
Siri.
Asshole to the AI too.
Thank you, Rico.
Such a dick. Just
Why
trying to
is
be
he such a
helpful.
dick?
Like, I don't need your help playing music. Like,
Because he's
if someone
an
offered to play
80s
me
hot
the
guy.
music, like, cool.
Is there
Awesome.
no sense of wonder? Like, oh, I'm talking to a car and it's talking back, we're having a conversation. He's just like, shut up.
That sense of wonder was left for Disney movies where a kid meets an alien.
Yeah.
This was a badass American bro hating shit.
You would have thought he'd written in 800 talking cars the way he treated this poor car that's just trying to help him.
Again.
What an asshole.
Blow me, bro.
Hurts.
A talking car broke my heart. It's like one of those guys who would lie to the car and hump it, and the car dumped him and drove away.
That's why
he
Elon made
hates
the
kids.
car do fart sounds to make you like it.
Yeah. So yeah, I wrote down the same thing. I was like, why is Michael so mean to the car? Oh, so
They didn't
Michael
need the car. The car needs me. I'm a pet.
So okay, so Don, tell about Sleepy Michael, or one of you. You can tell about Sleepy
This is
Michael.
the best scene where the car is driving him. He starts falling asleep. So the car starts driving himself. And then he gets spotted by patrolmen, state trooper guys. And they see him asleep at the wheel. But the car doesn't crash off because they go, well, he's heading in a dead man curve. Which is another cliche of every other car thing. And he hits dead man's curve, but he drives fine, but he's still asleep. So the car eventually wakes him up as he's getting pulled over, and the car tells him, pretend that you're deaf, that you didn't hear them, and then also pretend you have a crink in your neck, so that's why you were laying sideways
Your
on
head
the
against the
windshield. And so he eventually pulls over, and the cops are like, hey, what's going on? And he goes, what? I can't hear you. And he's pretending to have this neck crink. And then they goes, can you speak slower? Because I can't read lips that well.
Speak in my good ear. What?
My good
And he's
ear.
going, what?
And then the cops are so,
Fucking
sorry, sir.
It's a hazard cop.
Yeah, it's like,
so dumb.
Yeah. I guess they're like, hey, we don't want to pull over anybody that's having a hard time. So they let him go. That was, I think, one of the funniest silly parts of the show.
It was amazing. When he got out with his neck, he stands up and he's like, oh, what?
Can you talk into my good ear? Yeah, very clever. I mean, this show
pulls out the tin horn.
Yeah, it's a very.
By the way, they've
addressed everything, every detail on the show.
They put like $1 million into making this car amazing, but no tinted windows.
Yeah, you think
do that at all?
Like, they didn't invent it.
Would that have come in handy so people can look in and see what is this crazy computer in this car?
Well, that came up later too. So Michael goes to I don't even know how he knew where to go, but he managed to track down the chick, the hot chick. Is she the one that betrayed him? This tall, skinny girl? Is it the blonde?
He went to the restaurant that's across the street from the company that
Computron or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
An awesome tiki bar, by the way, where just a waitress with Maggie with gigantic, beautiful tits wearing a bikini. Bring back big titted bikini bars, please. Rico's doing the Michael Knight. Look at him stretching his neck out.
Yeah. Can you hear us?
Yeah. So he goes to this tiki bar and he's having some real drinks. Because why not? Kid's gonna drive you home if you get hammered, right? You might as well get drunk. So this big titted tiki bar gal comes up and he's asking about like Tanya or whatever the girl's name is. And she gets all mad and intentionally spills a Bloody Mary on his lap. And he's like, what's going on here? And leaves. But in the meantime, while he's in there, the two most stereotypically hilarious 80s car thieves come up. One of which, the black guy, is in one of my favorite films of all time, Ice Pirates, playing like the second in command. He comes up and he's like,
I thought that was Robert Townsend.
No, it wasn't Townsend. It was like him and a Hispanic dude. And they come up and it's just like the black dude's in Airplane is the way he's acting. He's like, well, look at it. I'm in love with this here car. It's just like, Jesus Christ.
This, baby.
I'm in love. And it's like, Jesus Christ. So he said, and again, tinted windows. It'll be great. So you can't see that the car's rife with mini television sets and computer gear. Like, who's not going to rob this car? Who's not going to try to break into it? And of course, this is foreshadowing because they're eventually, I'm sure, in another episode, going to try to break into it. And Kiss can
they'll follow him and do something.
Yeah. So, and that was funny. But then
I thought that his counterpart was hilarious because he was wearing like a newsy hat out of leather and then an Aladdin vest. He's clearly out of like the 70s disco era because it's the 80s, but we still got guys hanging on to the 70s look. And the Mexican is like, yeah, we're doing 70s look.
Yeah.
I thought that was
good.
So
Hoff, he's like, all right, I got to talk to this Maggie chick. She's real mad about this whole situation. And meanwhile, the girl that he's trying to find saw him in the bar and tips off her blonde counterpart that works at Computron. And we're then exposed to an irrationally lengthy makeout scene with an older man and this blonde chick, which just seemed to go on far too long. But Michael, and this is where I paused. I didn't see the last 4 minutes of the episode because I was doing dinner with my kids. So what was funny to me is Michael then follows Maggie, the bartender, who like gets fired or quits because she's apparently spilled drinks on people before for bringing up this chick's name.
Just a quick interjection here, which was funny to me, is she spilled the drink on him because he said he was looking for his friend Tanya, and she hates Tanya for well-founded reasons. Tanya led to her husband's death. So she's like, oh, fuck you. So she spills a drink on him. That's why she spills a drink on him. He goes up to her after she leaves the bar. He's waiting for her. He's like, oh, I need your help. She's like, I don't want to talk to you. You're friends with Tanya. She said, oh, no, you must have misunderstood me. Like, no, she didn't. You said you were friends with her.
Yeah, well, I'm looking for an old
friend. I actually
friend,
want to ruin her life. You misunderstood.
Before that was one of the things I was laughing my ass off watching it. He's like driving up, with his like lights off and Kit. He follows her home or is in the parking lot, and she goes to get in her car, and he pulls up in his car in the dark. It's nighttime. In the dark, pulls up this guy.
Well, he's Night Rider.
Yeah, he's Night Rider. He's riding nighttime. So he drives up, and she's like, "Hey, what? Get out of here, you creep!" And he's through the car when he goes, "I stayed in my car because I stayed in my car so I wouldn't scare you." And she's like, "This bag's full of mace." And then he immediately gets out of his car.
What? He's not afraid of mace.
He drove up, like, I stayed in my car so I wouldn't scare you. Let me just get right out immediately. Like, what the fuck are you doing? Stay in the car, man. Roll the window down a little bit. But you're just going to scare her more. Idiot.
Well, he does have a chance to talk to her, and he explains his position, tells her what he's all about, and lets her know that he's an ally. I'm here to help you take down the company that took out your husband. And the reason why I'm so aggressive is because I'm really motivated to help you. And if you didn't see the rest of it.
Yeah, right. This isn't even my face. It got
this isn't even my face.
There's going to be a movie in 15 years that's going to explain everything.
And she then says, well, if you don't move your car, I'm going to back up my 78 Volkswagen into your car, and you're going to be sorry. So she backs up the car, Then her bumper falls off as she
I
hits
believe with a hilarious sound effect, like boing, boing, boing.
Mario. And then she goes, "Oh man, I can't even do anything right. I try to back into your car and my bumper falls off." Then the weird thing
She
is
didn't
he
question
goes,
it. Like,
"I
she was
will
like,
give
"Oh,
you
right."
a
Made up.
ride home." Apparently, if your bumper falls off of your little
can't drive anymore.
Volkswagen, then you can't drive it anymore. So then he has to give her a ride home now. And he takes her home to her apartment where she has a Mexican maid who lives there to take care of her son when she's not there. And then they open the door. The Mexican maid is excited to see her. She's excited to see Hasselhoff.
And that's when
maid,
Ice comes in.
Go fuck immediately. She was
yeah, the
very
Mexican maid is like, I'm out of here. I don't want to cock block. This is obviously something going on. I don't care what's going on. I need you to bone this guy.
Maggie, are you going to get plum tonight?
Meanwhile, the boy that she has is wide awake because he's making noises as they come into the house. And they have a conversation that leads to him finding out that there's a demolition derby happening because he wants to know where are these people gonna be? The people that I want
well. They
to
do have to
attack.
leave tomorrow.
She
Actually,
goes, yeah.
Where do multi-millionaire computer maggots hang out? The Derby!
Oh,
To the Derby!
There's a destruction derby tomorrow, but side twist, the cars are going to be new because they're so loaded that they do a destruction derby with new cars. And they're going to be there. It's a charity thing. And that's where Michael Knight
How is the
says,
charity going to make enough money?
It's all
to
for
cover the
charity.
cost of the-
everything's for charity.
brand new
Everything.
Porsches.
Oh, I'm a rich guy. I'm going to have sex with a horse. It's for charity. That's how we do things. So that's where it ends because at the end of it, the guy goes, Michael Knight says, I will be at the destruction demolition derby. And then the boy, I guess the boy that's supposed to be asleep goes, yay!
Are you gonna plow my mom?
Are you my new daddy?
No, this show
Wow.
is way better than Task. I'll say.
Absolutely. Absolutely better in every way than
watch
Task.
the next episode because I want to see how this distraction derby goes down.
You know what we should do, though?
Just do a Knight Rider review podcast.
Let's just do it. Well,
great
you know what I
show.
want to see? As I said, would Knight Rider be as good without the music? We should watch Task and then over the boring scenes, just overlay that. I'd be like, oh, in A+.
Within
Delco accents with that music.
within minutes or seconds of pushing start on the show for Knight Rider, that music is so iconic. It's so good.
Oh,
And
yeah.
you're like, oh, this is awesome. And it's
By the way, I also saw Roku channel, so you can watch it for free on Roku channel. I also saw has Airwolf.
Oh, the helicopter movie? The helicopter show?
The helicopter show.
Oh, I
Airwolf.
used to watch that helicopter show with laser shooting. Oh, yeah. That's
man.
Airwolf. Dude,
I'm going to add it to the list. We don't have to do it right away, but I want to add it to the list.
I think I had that Nintendo cartridge.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, what do we give Airwolf? Or what do we give? What do we give?
Airwolf.
What are you in? Are you going to watch to see what happens at the Derby?
Absolutely.
And what do you give it?
Knight Rider is a thumbs up A for me. I mean, it's
All right, I'm going to give 2 grades. I'm going to give a grade as if I was watching in the 80s, and it's a D because the writing is fucking ridiculously stupid.
Oh, of course.
Watching it 40 years later, it's a solid A+. I don't think it's intentional.
I know.
The way why we're giving it an A is not what the writers were trying to do. I think they just did so bad that it flipped on its head, and it's unintentionally amazing.
No, I think it paved the way. Like all the cars are Knight Rider now.
I think I would give it a C plus, for 80s. But I agree. I'll give it an A for today. I am in. I will watch at least the next episode.
Oh
yeah.
We'll
see how much time I have.
I can't wait to see how that demolition derby goes.
Oh,
down.
he's gonna plow. Kit's just gonna plow through these
Yeah,
other cars. It'll be
and the
hilarious
car
if Kit
can't
just
be
plows into the other
damaged.
cars and you see her making noise. He's like, oh, gets off on it.
Also, the fact that they transitioned from a guy that you're like, where's Hasselhoff? And then they turned a different guy into Hasselhoff. That was nuts. That was great. I like that. That was silly.
Do you think in 40 years people will be watching bad shows from the 2020s and laughing like we are at Knight Rider? Like maybe they'll be watching Task in 40 years, but this is so dumb.
Task isn't good enough. No, because it's too boring. It's too slow moving. Like the 80s, it's fun. Like the 80s shows, as bad as they are, at least they had banging music, hot big old titty chicks, and action. Like it was fast moving. Like I was not bored. I was bored when the old man just wouldn't fucking shut up and die. But other than that, I was not bored at all during Knight Rider. I was bored for 70% of Task.
Yeah, it's a different time. I think now we're in the streaming era. I think this will go down as a sad part in history when it comes to entertainment. That's the old days where they had to really make good content. If it wasn't good, it wasn't on TV. And if it was really good, it was in the movie theaters. And that's why stuff was dope, like Gremlins and... just go back to when things were being made in 1984, when that show was made. Everything was good. Like nothing is crappy. Here we have so much crap in 2025. It's just garbage.
There's so
much garbage.
What? It's because they're like, 4-quadrant. We got to have these deep stories. We got to have to hook the female audience too. I'm like women.
Yes.
And probably more men watch Knight Rider, but women watch Knight Rider too. Why not? They like the Hoff. But it's like, we don't need all this deep, wishy-washy, weepy character development, boring shit. And then Knight Rider, they're like, oh, here's Maggie. Oh, she's hot. And but she's got a tragic backstory, and her husband got killed, and she's got a son. And you found that all out 10 seconds. Like, I get it. Good. And we're on, and we're moving on. I get it. We're moving on. I have sympathy for her. And we're on to the demolition derby.
Yeah. Things needed to be entertaining. Now it's like, we need to have a trans guy married to a non-biracial thing. There's so many boxes they have to check now that aren't related to entertainment, which is why everything now sucks.
It bogs it down. And Knight Rider is like, it is dumb as it could be. You're just like, and we're on to the next.
But it's so good.
He's got it. What happened? Let me list what happened in Knight Rider compared to what happened in Task. All right, here's what happened in Task. All right, a guy, alcoholic guy, great. A deadbeat guy, like depressing, and then crackhead. And a neglected son, that's depressing. Bunch of dumb shit, great, and a little bit of action. Knight Rider, you got immediate action. You got Vegas. You got hot chicks. You got people getting shot. You got new faces. Yeah. You got brand new super mega cars. You got talking automobiles. You got hot chicks again. You got demolition derbies.
Darth Vader's bathroom.
What more do you want?
No, everything now is like, how are we going to relate to the people that are the most wonky in society? No, back then it was like entertainment, enjoy it. Now it's like, we need to relate to losers.
Yeah. Knight Rider is just like a giant ad lib. They're like, they throw out all these ridiculous things, and they're like, all right, we got to make one show counting all of them. I don't know how we're going to do it.
The one joke that he also made, he goes, this is about as much fun as a divorce. That's hilarious. That's
the
a
Darth
great
Vader
joke.
bathroom. That Darth Vader's bathroom. Very funny.
Great jokes.
Very funny line.
Timely. So, all right. Well, we did it. We crushed it again.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Don, did you give it a grade? I didn't think you give it a grade yet.
Yeah, A.
A? Excellent.
Yeah, it's a good show. I'm watching the next one for sure.
I can't wait to watch. Yeah. I'm absolutely watching the next episode. The only question is, will Michael get to bang?
I will say though, we also have to talk about next episode.
Oh, yeah.
I got 2 suggestions for the old show. One of them is for the Halloween series. I'm thinking X-Files. That could be fun.
That'd be fun.
And there's another show that is pretty good called Midnight Mass, which is on X-Files.
I just kind of watch. I watched that like 2 years ago. So
Yeah, I watched it also too.
Well, we may do a crossover show with a buddy of mine who does like watches movies, so he might have a suggestion for the newer show. But I like X-Files as a concept. Let's do X-Files.
X-Files could be a good old show for Halloween. It could be fun.
Or we could do Twilight Zone or Tales from the Crypt. But Rico would have to have HBO for that. Did we? Oh yeah, I think we did. We could do Tales from the Crypt. Would be fun.
There wasn't a new show that was starting right around Halloween that you guys talked about last time. I forget what it was.
There's a new show called like Bring Her Back that I think was.
It's a new HBO show. So someone could give me their password for one.
Yeah, well, okay, we'll figure it out. All right, we'll do X-Files plus a new show TBD,
right,
but it'll be a Halloween themed show, and I think
X-Files is a good one. I mean, that's like a classic good. That'll be fun to get kind of back into that, see what it's like.
And Gillian Anderson, she was hot, but not as hot as she got. She got real hot during that show.
She got hot.
She got real hot. She stayed hot. She's still hot.
Right up.
Still hot. All right. Well,
all right.
That's going to do it. I'm not even going to try to bait you into saying something so I can cut you off. I'm just going to.
Well, you know, I would.
It was wonderful.
Bravo!
I loved that.
Oh, it was great.
Well, it was pretty good.
Well, it wasn't bad.
Well, there were parts of it that weren't very good, though.
It could have been a lot better.
I didn't really like it.
It was pretty terrible.
It was bad.
It was awful.
It was terrible.
Get him away!
Hey, boo!